Rajdeep, what does it stand for?
It's a pilot aptitude battery test.
Battery test. Okay. For whom it is conducted? This is the last test in the SSB. This test is conducted for the people who are opting for flying branch in the Air Force, in the Army, Navy, and Coast Guard. Coast Guard also got their own pilots. Okay. So it is only done for the pilot flying branch. Also, it is the easiest thing to pass in SSB, right? But not everybody passes. Why? Why everybody doesn't pass this? So easy to pass. You all are so good in computers and video games and all. Why everybody doesn't pass? Okay. I don't see Ayan. Ayan, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Why everybody doesn't pass is what they're looking for is your aptitude. Whether you have it in you to make a military pilot. Okay. So they're looking for all these things while you are doing the test. Basically, I'll tell you what they're looking for. Colonel Prasad has already talked to you about IQ, UQ, and the motor coordination. That means coordination of your limbs and your mind, right? Understood?
Yes,
okay,
sir.
So there are two types of the two ways they conduct it. One is a written test. The other one is a motor
Practical.
test. Practical motor test. That is that will be done on the or you can call it machine test, which will be done on in a cockpit, which is a mock cockpit, not an actual cockpit. So I'll just explain to you what is done in the written test. In the written test, first you will be shown the cockpit. Does anyone know which are the basic instruments which are there in a cockpit? Basic instruments. Which all should be there?
So there is the speedometer.
Yeah, but what do you call it? Airspeed indicator, ASI.
Yes, sir.
In the car and
so
all.
There is the attitude meter.
Altitude. Altimeter, not altitude meter. Altitude shows what?
So the height.
The height at which the aircraft is flying. Okay. Then there is a artificial horizon. What is artificial horizon? What does it show?
Sir, it says how much the aircraft is inclined towards left or right side.
Is it? Only? What is the horizon first? Do you know what is the horizon?
That up to which we can see in our environment around.
So artificial horizon indicates whether the aircraft is climbing or it is descending, and it also shows the bank. But you don't go into such details. You just remember that artificial horizon shows you climb and descent. There is a vertical speed indicator or rate of climb indicator, right?
Yes, sir.
That shows at what rate the aircraft is climbing or descending. Direction. Direction is indicated by what?
So it must be something like compass.
It's not something like, it is a compass. Okay.
Compass, yes.
Compass is compass. The true north is by your the geographical north and true north. Okay. All compasses run on the same principle, whether it is fitted in the aircraft or it is otherwise you see outside.
So does it have some another name or it is just called compass?
It is called compass.
Okay, sir.
Okay. There are many other, I don't want to go into such details because you'll get confused. At this stage, you're not supposed to get confused. I'm just telling you the basics of this instrument, right? Okay. So in the written test, what they'll tell you, they'll take you into the cockpit. They'll show you all these instruments which I have just mentioned about. Okay. Then you come out of that, they'll give you a paper and pen, and they will show you some photographs. Okay. Now, I don't have a proper model, but I have an aircraft. I'll just show you. This is my Su-30 aircraft. Okay. Now, I'll ask you a question. You tell me what it is doing. Aircraft is.
So it is
climbing
taking off.
Climbing. So they will show you a photograph, not a model. They will show you a photograph which will indicate whether it is climbing and now
Descending.
descending. Now
Taking off. Ascending, sir.
no, it is turning left,
turning left,
turning
yes.
right.
Yes. Okay, sir.
So there will be 6 questions there. You have to answer all of them. And time given is only 3 minutes. Right?
Yes, sir.
The next is, written test will be, again, they will take you to the cockpit. All these instruments will be live. Okay, it will indicate some speed, it will indicate aircraft climbing, it will indicate turn. What you have to do, and they'll give you choices. Below that, there'll be choice. Aircraft turning left and climbing, turning right and climbing, aircraft turning left and descending, aircraft straight and level but descending. So you have to choose the right answer. Looking at this, it's not very tough. They will spend enough time. They will brief you properly. So don't worry about it.
Yes, sir.
And the last one, which is the practical, where you sit inside the cockpit. There is a joystick. You know joystick?
Yes,
Video
sir.
game
Yes, sir.
also you have joystick,
Yes,
right? You have, what else you'll have? You will have paddles, rudder paddles, which will be on your feet, okay, right? And there'll be third thing, there'll be a kind of a, like a handbrake. It will be there either on your left or right. I think it will be on your left, which will have 2 switches, one to disconnect the audio and one to disconnect the light. Okay, I'm just explaining to you what all will be there. Now, there will be a screen in front of you. The blue line indicates the screen. And in the middle of the screen, there will be a square, 1 inch square, that is indicated by the red. Okay, and there will be a dot. The dot is normally white, but I have indicated by green, but it will be a white dot. Okay, once the machine is live, this dot will start moving from left to right, up to bottom. Okay, with your psychomotor coordination, what you are supposed to do is bring this dot to the center of the square. Right? It's a video game, nothing else. You have to bring it to the square. You have to keep moving your your joystick. You have to keep moving your feet. In between, while you are doing this, concentrating, there'll be a warning light coming on. Normally, it is an amber light. You have to keep disconnecting. You have to keep switching off the light. This is basically to distract you. Okay. There will be sometimes light, sometimes audio on. You have to keep disconnecting either the audio or the light. Right? Yes, that's all is the test. You'll be given 3 chances to do this. The best performance out of these 3 will be considered for your passing. Right? Like I said, this is a once in lifetime. That means if you fail once, you cannot reappear. Supposing you don't make it in this SSB, you go for the next SSB, you cannot reappear. That means it's a once in lifetime chance. So go coolly, do it properly, try to pass. Okay. Now, off late, because of the new induction of various aircraft, off late, they are doing additional thing in the SSB called the CPSS, Computerized Pilot Selection System. This is a video game. Okay, we tried, I was myself in the system when I was posted in air headquarters. We tried to bring in this at that time also, but we found that the good old method of psychomotor, that good old cockpit and the joystick, that was a better way of checking your psychomotor skill. Although now additionally they are doing this also. Okay, you don't worry about this. This is not for testing you or not for your assessment, but you will be put through this also. Why I'm mentioning is so that when you go there, you should not get lost. Why have I been given one more test? There's not a this thing. It is just to, because they are slowly bringing in this new system because it is more computerized and it's got more audio visual effects and it is more modern in fact. Right?
Yes, sir.
Now, any doubts about this?
No, sir.
Before I conclude, I must give you a good news. Good news is a breaking news rather. Now, Air Force NDA, they have started inducting boys or cadets or students into technical and non-technical branches. Earlier, it used to be only flying branch, but now they are also inducting. This has happened last year. This is the second course which has gone in. I just spoke to Air Headquarters. They said that this course, there are 120 cadets, out of which 28 cadets have gone into technical and non-technical branch. The technical branch officers who pass out of NDA will get BTech degree, right? Others will get BSc and BA, depending on whether he takes arts or science. This is a new thing. I'm just telling you, because in case somebody does not make it to the flying branch, you can always go to NDA, but join any other branch of the Indian Air Force. Right?
Yes,
Anyone
sir.
has any doubts now?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Today, I think Colonel Prasad, today is the last day, I suppose.
I think if you have got any doubts, just one more 10+2 scheme like Army and Navy, Air Force has not yet been introduced. No?
No, that is why they have introduced this year. Okay. Not this year, actually last year.
Last year.
And because of COVID,
there
had some problem.
There were discussion that all NDA, those who are joining Navy, they will be getting BTech. All the include Army had accepted to convert to BTech, just like Navy. Air Force also had considered all BTech. Now probably they show
actually Air Force will also probably get into that because of the modern aircraft which is coming.
Because everything now Army, Navy, Air Force, there is a consensus coming. Navy has 100%. No person can join Navy without being BTech. So even those who are passing off NDA, earlier they were getting BSc and they were at a disadvantage vis-a-vis those people who are joining as a BTech. As a result, now NDA has started giving the BTech degree to all those NDA candidates who are passing out from for Navy. Similarly, decision was taken by Air Force to have converted to BTech. Army was also trying to consider. The Army is as conservative as possible. They still want a foot soldier, probably without realizing that technology is going to take shape at everywhere. We must really change. So they slowly changes are taking place. That's how probably that's a news by itself. Okay. Anything else now? Since we are closing off, anything which we are left over.
Any doubts?